All right. Hello, everybody. It's me, B. Sorry about yesterday. It's it, it's unfortunate, especially for me, given my track record or lack of good track record on keeping to my word. But um, for people who are following on on Blue Sky or on the Discord, you probably saw the photo of the remains of my old chair. Um, that was a deeply unpleasant experience. Just leaned back. I thought I heard a little bit of a pop. Didn't didn't feel much of anything. But the like thought I heard a little bit of pop, so I just sat up a little bit. Everything seemed fine, so I leaned back again and kept leaning back and kept leaning back, and then next thing I know, I'm a passenger on my way to the floor. Uh, the headrest of the chair hit the edge of my bed behind me, and my lower back came to rest on the jagged, snapped off upright of the plastic that was the thing holding up the backrest of the chair. Um, yeah. So there's a very good chance that if my the headrest of that chair had not come to rest on the edge of my bed, that jagged little bit of plastic could very well have turned me into a paraplegic. So yeah, so that chair is kaput. Um, the new chair arrived earlier today. I am on it right now. It's pretty nice. The seat's a little bit hard, but I think that's probably just because it doesn't have my ass groove yet. So hopefully that'll be something that'll wear in over time. Um, yeah, howdy, Barb. Hope you're having a good day. Um, yeah. As for why I'm late today, I would like to. I just want to say it is some important personal stuff that had to be taken care of. Um, it's like nothing really to worry about, but it is stuff that was sufficiently um sufficiently personal. I really don't want to get into any details. So yeah. Oh, glad to hear your new chair is less of an emergency purchase. Um, yeah, I am under no illusions that this chair is going to last more than a couple of years either. But it's kind of the thing. I almost feel bad referencing this without having read like any of the Discworld books, but Vimes's boot theory is um, a thing that holds especially true, I think, with chairs. Um, the idea being that a rich person buys $150 pair of boots, and those boots last for the rest of their life. A poor person can't afford the $150 pair of boots, so they get the $20 pair of boots, and then they're buying a new pair of boots every year, and end up spending way more money in the long run because they can't afford the thing that will actually last. Yeah, yeah, like I would love to get like a Steelcase Leap V2 um or Herman Miller Aeron, but even getting one used from a reputable place, you're still spending like about triple what this chair cost. Yeah, so um I don't even want to name drop what chair I did end up getting because like I said, I am under every expectation that this thing is going to break in a couple of years. So I don't want anyone to be like, "Oh, what no, what chair did B get after carefully considered research?" It's like my research took the form of looking at the thing and figuring out if it breaks, where is it likely to break, and will it injure me if it does. Um, that is literally my main consideration with this thing. Um, I'm hopeful that this thing will not uh, cause me to be severely injured if and when it does decide to give up the ghost. Mm. God, I love peppermint tea. All right, so we're not here to talk about chairs. We are here to play some Rimworld. Um, so when we left off, Daljeet had literally just become a grown up. Um, and I need to tell him to drop the shield belt, and he's going to need to get some actual clothes. But thankfully, we're now at a point um, where we actually do have a decent income of materials here. Well, I mean, if you want to keep talking about chairs are as good a topic as any, really. Um, yeah, we queued up a whole bunch of these steel bins as well because our base right now is a mess. Like we have not been able to keep up with the cleaning needs. I think because a lot of the dryads that would handle cleaning um have been taken out. Um, yeah, so right now this is set to bark skin. Um, yeah, so bark skins will help with mining. Uh, Claws will harvest crops. I guess it's the haulers that will clean the carriers. Hmm. Nope. Apparently not. So apparently we don't have any dryads that will help with cleaning. I believe we did clean up or did queue up a what you call it, clean sweeper. Yeah. Okie doke. Good luck with your Dyson sphere. Yes, we've got 1.6 days for this. Hopefully that'll be done relatively soon. Um, we do got to get some actual clothes for Daljeet, but I believe we do have clothes queued up here. Yeah. Big thing is we kind of need all of this done. Um, each of these. Okay, so the aircon units are only 25 steel. Um, we're over our actual cooling capacity as well. We've got these queued up. And each of these is 3 components. So, geez. Smoke spewer for pay. We'll check that out in a moment. Hopefully, if it's not a toxic smoke spewer, we'll take it. All right, so right now we actually don't have enough components to do all this and make our reactor, I think. Yeah, crap. Um, okay. So Glesko will activate a site nearby with just a smoke spewer. no machine. So not a toxic smoke spewer, just a smoke spewer. Ooh. It will be guarded by 10 pigskins. So the pigs are they are a dangerous group to raid into. They're kind of like Neanderthal, um, in that they've got that pain tolerance, but I think they also are just generally tough. Like it would be really nice to get this mech serum and plasteel, this resurrector mech serum. Um, if this were healer mechanites, we would go for it just to give Tamara a chance. But as is, like there's there's technically nothing wrong with smoke except it just reduces your ranged accuracy. Oh, that's the other thing. If they're if they're all not all in melee, like we'd be potentially screwed there. Yeah, I don't think we can do it. All right. So we do have a couple of steel drills. What are you? Hmm. We have a couple of steel drills around here somewhere. So I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah, here. So we've got 10 steel there. Good chunk of steel for these to dig up. So they'll get to that. And meanwhile, Cox is gradually working on scanning up for more. Ooh, bulk goods trader is excellent. They might have steel. Oh, oh right, we requested a whole bunch of merchants to show up. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, so we'll be able to sell a whole bunch of stuff, get a whole bunch of silver, and then buy a whole bunch of stuff. We could do some real wheeling and dealing here. This will be real good. Well, let's see, Steiner health wise. Yeah, we really do need to get you a new lung, but she'll be fine. All right, we've got a whole bunch of unfertilized eggs, but that's okay. All right. So let's see. So this caravan's gonna get over here. Yeah, we've got so many pawns on the map right now that this is gonna be a bit difficult, a bit laggy. But oh well. All right. We want the neutromine. We want the plasteel. With the pemmican. Um, what do they buy? They will buy our herbal meds, and we will sell them as much as they will take that we can earn or earn from. They are only 34 goodwill. We can give them some as well. Um, there you go. Let's say minus not minus. All right, let's see. So 500 would be plus 36. We'll do 600. Yeah, just take 600 herbal meds. Okay. Then the other one here. Okay, they have components. We need them. They have advanced components. We need them. They have literal meds. We want that. They have steel. We need that. Okay. Examination and art of leathercraft. And talon. Oh, so literally just a melee weapon. Okay. Yep, don't care. Don't really care about the rest of this, although charge rifle is just always nice to have a spare. Right, so they'll take some of our cloth off our hands. Take all of the dye. Oh yeah, we've got a whole bunch of this. Like just all sorts of clothes to sell. Yeah, we could just sell a lot of that. All right, these are curated enough that we can't use them. All right, and then we can move some of our art, sell the rest. Okay. That's very good. All right, and then over we'll accept that. And then also, yeah, you can also give them some stuff. Right, so yeah, so they'll only accept gifts of stuff that they already would be willing to buy. I do want to get enough goodwill with them that they'll that we're not at risk of them falling out of yeah, that's good. We don't want to be at risk of falling out of their alliance. All right. Orders. Some hold urgently on all of that. Okay. So you're the bulk goods. Shaman merchant from Dorna Treaty. Okay. Now, Steiner, talk to Dorna Treaty person, please. Oh, we already talked to the shaman merchant. Okay, so then it's you that we need to talk to, the bulk goods. All right, and they have just heckin' everything. No need to buy their chocolate. We have our own. We do want their neutromine. We do want all of their components. Holy crap, yes. Okay, we can afford all of this comfortably. Um, ooh, and a wooden ergonomic bed. But it's not a double ergonomic bed, so I don't think we're going to worry about that. Okay. So now it's just a matter of just selling them random crap, which they'll take all of our insect meat. That's good. That'll free up a ton of space. We'll take all of our unfertilized chicken eggs. And then we've got a bunch of random furs we can give them as well. Okay. Now it's just a matter of extracting the last of their silver. Before we give them some gifts for goodwill. Um, Honestly, that prestige cape we can get rid of. Yeah, we'll keep these normal quality wool capes. All right, we accept this, and we go to gift mode, where we have even more stuff to give them. There. This is admittedly not the most engaging content, but this is going to clean out a ton of our storage. They're going to love us. Okay, and then we go up here. Um, Elephant leather, 112 sharp, 24 blunt, 150 heat versus camel hide. Right, yeah, camel hide is just better. So just kindly take all of my elephant fur, or elephant leather, no, fur. We'll give them, yeah, 3,000 alpaca wool as well. And there we go. All right, Shack of Valuables. Nine, nine mechanoids and an unknown threat. Nine mechanoids. That could be militars. That could be centipedes. How far away is it? How far away is it? Woof. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing that one. Not even for Resurrector Mech Serum. All right. There we go. Get all of that hauled urgently. Okay, so now we do have all the components we need, I think. all the components and the steel. And if we look at our factions, yeah, we are now comfortably in all of our allies' good graces. That is very important. Okay. Yeah, we're not taking the smoke spear for pay. Yep, we're getting all of our dumpsters built. And that's important because that will help everything else stay cleaner. Tons of neutromine. Like we're now good on neutromine for quite some time. Okay. So yes, we'll let our constructors get everything ready up here. I want to have the floor in before we actually get the reactor itself ready. Because I don't want to have to worry about insectoids spawning and wrecking everything. We do not want a bug-induced. Did we talk to you? You're the shaman merchant. I'm pretty sure we talked to her, but she doesn't. I'm pretty sure we talked to her, but I just want to make sure, because allies get pissed if you request a caravan and you didn't talk to them. This is like that thing, like you hit save, and then you're immediately like, "Did I really save? I should hit save." Yeah. All right, we're good. You know, we have already cleaned them out of everything useful. It's amazing that this is still only a slightly impressive bathroom. Oh hey, thank you for the raid, Saracen. How's your uh how's your stuff coming along? Doing your game and software dev. Still working on those Mech Warrior thing, right? Or BattleTech? A lot of bug splatting. Yep, that'll happen. So we already have a conduit blueprint there. Howdy, agent. The thing with I actually kind of get it. Like from what little bit of coding I've done, um, ooh, oh, that sounds cool. Um, yeah. So from what little coding I've done, like my general experience is like it lines up with that whole thing, right? Of if it works perfectly the first time with no issues, it makes me concerned. But if I go through a series of bugs, I get increasingly confident that what's there is stable and working exactly how it ought. And I don't know. I don't know if that's a normal feeling exactly, but I like the notion that having having gone through a cycle of of squashing like half a dozen bugs that the whole thing is now stable. Whereas if it works perfectly the first time, like I feel like it's not actually battle tested. Like the proverbial customer walks into the bar, asks where the bathroom is, and the bar burns down, sort of QA joke. But all right, Imperium caravan leaving. All right, so right now, we still don't have enough capacity. How is that possible? The heck? Oh, now it's checking out. Okay. Yeah, no, it is plugged in. Like we're not getting any errors here. I think I think it just takes a little bit of time for like the HVAC system has some lag to it. I think like right now it says 98.57% overheating. So now that we've added the extra capacity, it takes time for it to re-buffer. It looks like. Ooh. Um, let's get that done before something bad happens. Oh, glad I was looking over here. All right, you. Um, hmm. All right, so looks like we do need more water heaters, more boilers. But that's not an immediate concern. Not in the middle of summer. Okay. I do got to get back on the wagon in terms of brushing up on Godot engine stuff and like actually hunkering down and making something. I'm leaning towards doing an incremental game of some kind. Feels like a reasonably doable solo first project. Like the kind of thing where you can just kind of add on features as you go potentially, and then end up with something that might actually be sellable. All right, do I not have not conduit? Conduit. In conduit. Okay, so we do actually have. Oh, okay, so it doesn't connect there. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, we can also connect it up like that. All right. Animals. Okay. Kish. Max. All y'all. All right, and you have scatter charger. Oh, it's Daljeet with the discharger. Okay. Um, we'll send all of them up here too. Okay. Toxic spewer. Great. Um, in terms of the HVAC system here, in terms of fluids and gas, I don't think they're actually modeling fluid or gas mechanics. I think they're abstracting it into like thermal mass sort of thing. It does hook a little bit into how Rimworld um, handles heated areas, but that is a whole weird thing. Um, like a really weird thing. Rimworld does actually have a system now for gases ever since biotech, but yeah, it's all right. So Daljeet, you here drop that, and then Cha equip that. All right. So now, come up here. Okay. Um, no, I want them more like over here. Right, so Cha is our main person. Okay, good. So he can get these EMP'd. All right. Turn on fire at will. Cha, I want you to hit that. Steiner. Actually, um, nope, not yet. All right. We want Steiner down here. So I'm gonna want her to take this out. All right. Yeah, Pascal there. Lesha, Olive, Joaquin, Kish. We kind of want to keep down here. I'm kind of glad that the new DLC or that the DLC for Factorio is so late game. Um, like I keep burning out on Factorio right as you get to drones, which is unfortunate because the drone part is the stuff that interests me way more. Um, I think they added the ability to start on different planets. So like you can do the interplanetary stuff, or you can just start on a different planet. Um, or I mean, strictly speaking, it's both. But um, No, but yeah, I feel like what Factorio really needs, and I'm sure there are mods that do this, but what it really needs is the ability to start with drones. And unfortunately, I don't know a way that you could really do that that would actually not like break the game's balance wide open. Yeah, I don't know. All right. So Cha, your gun, you're good. Kish, you're good. Yeah, like working out the drone construction line and then building your logistics network, like all of that is so fun. And then watching them do all your construction for you, that is so much fun. But there's just so much that you have to do to get to that point that often it's like, okay, I've dealt with all this oil stuff. I guess I'm done with the no, I guess I'm just don't want to deal with ripping everything else up and redoing it now. Is I guess where I'm at. It's a little weird. Yeah, it's multiplayer Factorio. Now there's a thought. Oh, that reminds me. I've actually got another idea for a multiplayer or sort of multiplayer series I'd like to do. Um, I know a few people who are like I would love to play CK3, but I don't know how. And it would be such a cool thing, I think, to do a collab thing where where basically I pilot a CK3 playthrough for someone else, like someone who would be in Discord, like watching watching me stream the game to them, and then also or they could watch the stream perspective, and like they would be in Discord and we'd be talking the whole time through, and effectively be their playthrough, with me helping to figure out how to make like how to make some of their ideas work and not like game over for non RP reasons. I feel like there's something there. All right. I think I do want to keep these auto inferno turrets knocked out. So we're going to kick off with that. We're going to animals attack. Um, and fire at will. Oh, and who is oh, Lesha has frag grenades. Or is that Janna? Janna has frag grenades. Okay, good for her. All right. Oh, and Steiner, you take a shot on that. Oh, geez. Our Dryad's already dying. Oh, no. All right, so those are down. This is going rather well. Um, kill that first, and then that. And Ryokash, get out of there. Okay. All right. Check our injuries. One bruise, burn, bruise, poor conditions, but no one bleeding out. Oh, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to manage zone, expand home area here. Oh, we'll set a deconstruct on that. And those. All right, so they will put out all of this fire. The hell? That was weird. Enjoy the work and enjoy the food. Hopefully it's something tasty. Tasty and comfy. Yes, they will put out this fire, we'll stop getting notifications about it, and then we'll clear this home area. There. Alright, and then all y'all are free to go. Yeah, but oh well, it's probably for the best. Royal Tribute Collector. Sorry, Royal Tribute Collector. We have already given a trader a whole bunch of gifts. And I do not want to give you gold. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some weird things in raids on Mr. Samuel Streamer videos too, where like not like things where non sappers and non breaches would still like tunnel through a chunk of mountain to get at a part of a base, but hard to say how much of that is vanilla versus how much of that is him running significantly heavily modded playthroughs. So don't know. All right. Looks like we're all good. Got crop stuff happening. Still nowhere for all that to go, but we need this done. We just never, ever, ever have enough steel. We're starting to get caught up on our cleaning. Uh, we do have our clean sweeper out, it looks like. Yeah. Clean sweeper, sweep me a clean. They're getting this conduit finished up. So we have plenty of redundancy there. They really need to turn up the priority on Kish's smithing, it looks like. All right. Finally getting all this done. It's our swarm of constructoids. Okay, yeah, so overheating reduces the capacity of each one individually. So we just need to make sure that we always have capacity and then some. We got an eclipse, but that's fine. I suppose one thing I could do to ease the load a bit would be to take out some of the aircon units in places that do actually have access to the outdoors and install over the wall aircon. But that's still the steel and component costs. So I don't know. I don't know that that actually really fixes anything for us. Hmm. Oh, Kish is naked because Kish is enjoying a hot spring. Good for Kish. Yeah, so that CK3 playthrough idea. Does that sound like the sort of thing that would be um that would be fun to watch, or is that something that or is that more no, or is that something that people would maybe think is just like too much of a gimmick, or like I don't know. It's just always hard to tell what would be an interesting thing for people to see. Um, yeah, no, that's true. Big colony, lots of weapons. It can be a lot easier to miss weird things going on. That hauled. Trade caravan leaving. Part of the problem is that we're using these slate doors for this, but I also want to make sure to use slate doors so that this area is kind of as protected as possible. Like we don't need anything getting through here quickly. A couple spots of hidden conduit here. Still need to get built in. Okay, that's fair. Well, that's the thing. Like, it wouldn't necessarily be like me teaching someone CK3 so much as not so much as they're calling the shots in terms of like direction and I would just be there trying to help them figure out how to make that happen. I guess. Let's see more art. Hmm. Right there. Looks like one more bathroom needs some kind of sculpture. Excellent. All right. That's that. I see. Yeah, no, that's pretty fair. Well, especially if they're asking things like okay, so why are we doing it that way? Like obviously, like I would I would answer like why we're doing things a certain way. So it probably would make some of the more like some of the mechanics a little more intelligible. Miss Doljeet is now level 5 crafting. All right, when do we have him on? Mostly drugs. Okay. That'll be good. We do need a full-time drug crafter, really. Like just someone to make our medicine. Um I think yeah, we'll do it that way. Go up to 240, pause, unpause at 120. A drug-free colony. Yeah, just colony of oh god, a colony of teetotaler body purists. Oh, oh, that would be so miserable. Oh, just no. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. The Thrumbo is having a beer. The elephant is having a beer. Okay. Um, why? Why? We've officially gotten a Thrumbo drunk. We have gotten we've gotten an elephant hammered. Oh, we got the elephant blackout drunk, and then it decided to drink more. What? Why? Why? Beer is considered food. So is whiskey. I, all right. Um, let's see. How to handle this. Manage areas. New area. Um, Hauler animals. And I'll rename this one Hauler animals. Um, red alert. Okay. So hauler animal, expand. And invert. Okay, and then this one. Like that. There. High life animal personhood colony packed into a spaceship. Honestly, a rancher's playthrough with a spaceship would be wild. All right, so now, um, you can unrestrict the carrier dryads. Um, keep Sachi on hauler animals red alert. And then the elephants, thrumbos, and Tacitus we can have just on. Actually, we'll have Tacitus also just on hauler animals. No. Regular hauler animals is fine for Tacitus. Right, and then the red alert area. Make sure that this area is cleared. Okay. So now we should not have blackout drunk pregnant thrumbos. Oh boy! Cargo pods of herbal medicine. It's a good thing we didn't really have enough of that. It's not like we gave away 600 of it just for goodwill just a few minutes ago. Uh, all right. Okay, this room is pretty much done and ready. I'd like to have these done. Actually, yeah, I'd like to have these done first. Which is going to be a little bit O-steel. Something something about pigs being the best way to dispose of raiders has a bit of fried green tomatoes energy to it. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but that's a thing. Let's allow these as well, because we're probably going to have to. And I'm thinking we're going to need a um, third HVAC site somewhere. Probably along these walls over here. Yeah, because we already have this, and they're also already hooked up to power. So that'll probably work. All right, so this will be 15 components sticking up here, and then 8 for the reactor itself. Ooh. Hmm. Where? How? How? This room should not be spawn eligible for them, but it's below freezing, so these waste packs shouldn't have decayed. Huh. Okay. Well, all y'all. Oh, bloody hell. Y'all get down here. You get the scatter charger. Get the other scatter charger. Okay. Animals. For the moment, only animal pen. And then right, they'll all go there. All right. There. We'll bring all of them over here. Yeah, we do not want you mining if we can help it. All right. Um, So gear-wise, you're marine armor. All right, you're full cataphract. You get over here. She's better than cataphract. He's full cataphract, so he can go here. All right. Cha can go there. Rayokash can go there. In theory, everyone should then have a sightline into here to shoot. Heckin' bugs. All right, good. Pascal gets in front of Steiner. Not really the best place for you to crawl, Lesha. All right. Everyone else, just search and destroy. All right. Allow all. All right. Lesha, bleeding out in 21. Set them to finish off. Well, at least we've got more bug meat to give away. Deconstruct the bug lamp. All right, I think we can undraft everyone. Undraft all the mechanoids. Let's just make sure this is all of them. Animals. Manage areas. We can get rid of area 1. An animal pen is actually quite a bit larger than our actual animal pen. Or our actual animal pen is quite a bit larger than the animal pen area. We can make this a bit bigger for them. Okay. There. Now, animals. Yeah, carrier dryads are now back to unrestricted. All of them back to regular hauler animals. Okay. Rescue Lesha just immediately. Holy heck. Someone will come finish this bug off. Now. Yeah, alright, so this whole room is already concreted over. Oh, private cache. There. Glad we had this talk. Low pod to deconstruct. Yeah, these should not have... This raid, like, infestation should not have been doable. Like, it should, the game should not have been able to spawn this, but... Yeah, I don't know. Weird. I don't like it. Does mean that we're really going to need to get these drop pods going. Yeah. Pollution is a factor for bug spawn, that's true. Yeah, literally none over here. Yeah, only pollution on the entire map is up here. Weird. Really weirding me out. Well, if we look at some of the older, like, oldest waste packs in here, hmm, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's no light sources in the room except for these glow pods. Damn it, there's one more egg sac. All right. Who do we have nearby? Oh, we have Jana. All right, Jana, get over here. There. All right, now Lesha. Get a whole lot of bruises, but nothing actually all that big a deal. Okay. Minus 17C. Okay. Hmm. Well, minus 20 it is. That should get us a little bit of wiggle room. Okay. And we're still not caught up to our actual capacity needs. clean sweeper, doing the clean sweeping. And so I guess it's just because we had it set to minus 14. So even though the waste pack said won't dissolve because they're frozen, apparently that's just a case of the tooltip being a liar. Second tooltip. Okay. So now we do have these, but these all need more steel. I want all of them done before we move on to actually doing our reactor. We'll just have a little bit more steel to dig up here. Second constructoid botching construction. That's no good. That is no good. I mean, at least we have a huge surplus of food. Our medicine supply is getting there. Like really, our colony is doing great. So like there's the only thing keeping us from getting this reactor done is just time at this point. Because we do have, well, like we've got steel coming in. And thanks to Cox, like um, we have the ability to just find more resources. So the only thing really is that we need the reactor so that we're comfortably powered. And then once we're comfortably powered, we'll also be comfortably cooled. And once we have both of those, then we could work on, well, we finish this, and then we finally get the centerpiece of our resort in place, which is to say, our spa, rec room, restaurant, all of that. Okay, we just need these in, and then we do the reactor. And I think I'm going to forbid this for the moment because we do not have enough. Um, we don't have enough components to build that and the reactor at the moment. All right. Do these use components? These do. All right. How's our impressiveness in here? So this is very impressive. Comfortable style surroundings. Yeah, slept in heat. Can't really do anything about that at the moment. Although what we can do is we can unflag those from medical. He'll go down to the other hospital. At least he should. Yeah, rest until healed down there. And then we can reflag this for medical. Although, actually, what I really ought to do is I ought to keep this unflagged for medical. Um, and then they'll only use this as a hospital, like when I like during a raid, I can reflag this, but like for normal hospital stuff, I'd rather they go down here. Okay. Waiting on the steel. And how much steel is this going to need? 340. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. It is going to take them a fair bit of time to get it together, but oh well. Joaquin inspired surgery. Hmm. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put this here. We'll allow that, and oh, and a constructoid's already working on moving it. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Because we do have more people that can work that. Ooh, more underground steel. Where? Oh, that's a good place for it to be. Oh, and there's so much of it. Excellent. Yeah, the deep drills might be a little bit tedious to move around, but like once you have access to that tech, the world is your oyster. You could just stay on a tile indefinitely, really. All right, we can install some more art. Um, yeah, there. Plasteel found underground. Hello. Where about? In Ruby's room. Okay, that's a good place for it to be. Structoid, you better not botch this. Excellent. All right, now we're officially over capacity. Or sorry, our capacity is officially over demand. We do need more power though. So I think we block that and we allow this. Are children nameable? Um, if they are born in your colony, yes. Um, as is, the most I can change their last name and I can change their nickname. Um, but otherwise, otherwise that's it. Speaking of, we do need to um, convert kiddo here. Oh, okay. Well, right now, the only couple that we currently have in the colony is Pascal and Steiner. Um, but anything is possible. You can try to force romances by like telling a pawn to try to romance another pawn. I don't tend to do that. I don't know why. Oh yeah, in CK3, like you gotta, like especially when it comes to your player character and lineage, like you have got to, or you will lose. Like it's not so much a game. I think that one wins in like a really RP heavy playthrough, but definitely the game over is a definite lose state that I do try to avoid in CK3. But there's other sources of um, of pawns in a colony than just what you call it, than natural childbirth. Yeah, yeah. But when it comes to colonist relationships in Rimworld, I just kind of like to let them just let them happen. We can get a sense of how our colonists feel about each other, though. Pascal, big fan of his wife Steiner and his son, not Steiner's son, Joaquin. Um, Friends with Olive, a bit lukewarm on Cox. Let's see, kind of chill with Jun Hao Tel. Also, just kind of chill on Jana. And most of the rest of the colony does not like Lesha all that much at all. He probably barely knows Ruby because like Ruby's a night owl, so he's even though we I make a point of having Ruby's recreation line up with everyone else's. Um, his like he probably just doesn't know each other. There. Um, Steiner, meanwhile, um, she's pretty cool with Pascal. I think we can go back to normal pregnancy chance for her. Although she is 48, so there might not be much pregnancy chance for her. um, but yeah, um, likes likes her dad. She has a daughter out there somewhere. Um, let's see. Oh, she also likes her stepson. That's good. Um, yeah, doesn't much like her ex husband who died. Um, Friends with Daljeet. Pretty fond of Jana. Also likes Junhao. Uh, Pretty chill with everyone else except she doesn't much like Ryokesh or Olive. That's weird. Lesha, friends with Daljeet, pretty chill with Jana and Sarah. Really doesn't much like everyone else. What? Why not? Why? And so I'm guessing a lot of people just don't like him. Why? Oh, because he's disfigured. Okay, yeah, no, that'll do it, I guess. Um, hmm. I guess it's the mangled scar on the left eye. That's the issue. Olive, yeah, not a fan of Cha, Norma, Raiwakesh, or Lesha. Um, Friends with Joaquin, Pascal, and Sarah. Joaquin gets along with pretty much everyone except for Raiwakesh and Lesha. Um, Kish, couple of friends, mostly acquaintances. Lesha's outright a rival. Jana, yeah, again, friends with Sarah and Cox. That must have been awkward when with both Sarah and Cox having been a thing with Pascal. Ryawakesh seems like a pretty chill dude. Um, Cha, people are. Oh, he has a wife who's not in the colony, I guess. So he's not going to hook up with anyone. Um, but again, pretty chill guy. Not a whole lot of opinion mods there. Daljeet, people are going to be all about Daljeet, it seems. But oh no, he's not the beautiful one. So yeah, no idea there. Tamara, really good friends with Cox, Steiner, Kish. Makes sense she would be friends with Kish, because she spends literally all of her time right here, and Kish spends a lot of time over here. Um, Ruby, oh, Ruby and Joaquin get along pretty well. Steiner, Kish, this is all interesting. Obviously, Cox is really fond of her son Joaquin. Um, Neutral on her ex lover Pascal. Oh, friends with Steiner and Daljeet. Good for them. And then Telly is kind of new here, um, and unfortunately, Telly is a misogynist. Um, so just generally not going to be fond of a good chunk of the colony, which is annoying, but at least they're gentle. Oh well. All right. So I guess right now we're just waiting to build up enough steel that they'll haul that over to here and get this reactor built. There's a mod I tend to use that I don't think I included it in this playthrough because I don't think it was updated yet. Um, but it's something like people on the rim are less shallow or whatever. That basically makes it so that ugly and beautiful and whatnot, like all those appearance traits, still matter. Like but they apply like ±3 across their entire spread instead of it being like, oh, I think you're ugly, therefore therefore it doesn't matter that you gave me your liver and saved my life from a not from a thrombo. um I'm going to just hate you no matter what. Or doesn't matter that you're my sister. You're ugly, so I don't like you. Like, yeah. Um, I normally run that mod. I don't think I currently have it. Um, you drop that. All right, and then Daljeet, you wear that so that we can actually have Daljeet in our battle group. And you can have that EMP burst thing. Okay. Oh, they're delivering resources. That means we're getting close. Excellent. Yeah, a lot of colonies I would do the same. I'd be like, wow, I am just putting you on never use medicine on this person, and maybe even use you for spare organs in a lot of colonies. But this colony, I am trying to roleplay it a little bit. So, however optimal it might be to get rid of a misogynist, like they're a kid. There's things like who knows what might happen that might give the kid a chance to like replace the trait with something else. Um, Steiner, please come up here and do this construction because you'll be better than the droid. I really don't want this getting getting botched. I mean, not a whole lot of difference between a betrayer and someone who's just merely useless. The merely useless person is committing betrayal by eating all that food and taking up space and clothes. Excellent. All right, so once this gets fueled up, we're golden. All right. Can be overloaded, resulting in larger power output at the cost of local radiation. Um, all right. We shouldn't have to worry about that. But someone's going to come fuel this up very soon. Yep, looks like Steiner's doing it. Yep, refueling nuclear reactor. And there we go. Plenty of grid excess. Okay. So now we allow this. So all of this construction will happen. Got plenty of booze. Now that now we're not getting our elephants and thrumbos blackout drunk. How much whiskey did they drink? I wonder. Meanwhile, this thrumbo, the one that got blackout drunk, is pregnant. So how's that going for you? Do we have to worry about fetal alcohol syndrome in a thrumbo? Hopefully not. Yeah, once this is done, we'll probably store some of this stuff, um, and then dismantle the rest. I'm thinking. It'll be good to get some more trade caravans in, but not gonna not gonna try and trade in goodwill for that again anytime soon. And while that's going on, we can toggle power on these as well. All right, so switch flicking is happening. Good. Hmm. And I think probably partly it's just as a function of having gotten a late start tonight, and partly just a function of wanting to kind of go along tomorrow. Um, I think we're probably going to wrap up as well once we have this in place. Which all sorts of things could happen between now and then. If nothing else, we might end up. I mean, we'll probably end up having a raid happen sometime between now and then. So who knows? But I kind of want to start tomorrow from the point of view of we can plot things out and like actually get a proper facility going in here, like our actual rec room, actual dining room, um, actual kitchen, or not kitchen, food storage. So I'm thinking we'll have like raw materials storage here, but then somewhere for prepped food over here. We'll also be able to extend this storage a fair bit. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll rip this stuff out. We'll extend this down to about here, run it all the way over here, and then all of this is going to be freezer, except for this grav core or grav anchor, obviously. And then eventually we'll build a second grav anchor so that we could rip this out too. I guess we can actually start some of this. Like do that. And then I don't want to do like this. Yeah, reinstall that there. Yeah, and I'm thinking we'll set like we'll probably have the kitchen, yeah, kitchen and butcher like on this edge. Seems reasonable. Yeah. Actually, hmm. I want to push this out any like go to here. And deconstruct both of those. We look at our hidden plumbing. Yeah, we do have redundancy around, so we don't need this. Okay. Extend that down to here. Do that. Right, and they're deconstructing this as well. Oh, yeah. Yep, the vacuum space will do that. Arco Nexus available. Oh, okay. I guess we gave up enough wealth in that trading spree that has re-triggered. Okay, we'll set that all up like that. They'll prioritize this whole area for all of our blocks. Yeah, so this basically this entire like this whole area here is going to be raw materials freezer. That's the plan there. We'll have butcher here, and then we'll have kitchen like here. That will be the thing. So yeah, we'll end up with rows of pallets of vegetables and meat and coffee and all of that, and then we'll have our actual food storage in like a smaller room over here, and then we'll have like a well, like yeah, we'll have a smaller room with the actual food storage in here. We'll have like a sort of a dining area running around that, and then we'll sort of radiate out different kinds of recreation from the dining area. That feels like a good plan. What recreation are you getting from relaxing? Beauty, comfort, outdoors? Perfect. Okay. It's good to have a plan on that finally. All right. I guess Kish just does not have enough hours in his day to repair all of his mechanoids. I wonder if someone else set the smithing will help him with that. Right. Telly, you have been converted to the comfortable life, so that's good. So we can hold on to our preach health and counsel. Okay. Allow both of those. Because all of that's linked, people should now actually start to store all this. What are you? You are a grizzly bear. I'm kind of feeling like we should grab three of y'all. Kish, get up here too. I'm feeling like we should not keep this grizzly bear around. Not really any point in taking cover. Um, why are you not firing at the grizzly bear? There, do that. Oh, get that hauled. Okay. So yeah, we don't really, like we don't want a grizzly bear attacking our elephant calves or our bunny or our panda, our gigantic panda. All right. Suppose we could have hunted the bear with the triple rocket launcher. Does this thing need ammo? Single use limitation. Okay, so yeah, it can only be used once. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's good that we don't have people using these things repeatedly against us, I guess is a good way to put it. But yeah. All right, how long do we have on this thing? We have 26 days. We should be comfortably done with that. And again, like we're doing this for the goodwill, and we're going to destroy it immediately after. So this is going to net 40 goodwill for us. And meanwhile, like obviously we don't want the sarcophagus or anything. Um so we're just going to deconstruct those. Should probably set a tree chop order. Um the tables and whatnot will uninstall to reinstall them later. And I kind of want to do like a big tree chop up here. And another one down here. That's going to keep our aggro hands busy for probably way too long. Do we have any pawns on plant cut anymore? Kinda. Okay. How's your art coming along? 16. Okay. It's probably going to be like an upper bound for her because like whatever time she spends not arting, um, she'll probably drop back down because every new level just takes more to get, if I remember correctly. But it's fine. It is fine. Can install art in more people's rooms. And we've got art in there, art in here. Art for Raiwakash. Are any of these beds claimed and artless? As a matter of fact, they all are. Okay. So if we get one more colonist, I don't think we actually have a bedroom set up for them. I'll have to do a quick count real quick. Once we're done art installing. There. All right, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, right. Steiner and Pascal take a shared bedroom. Oh, our Thrumbo have the flu. All right, so yeah, so we literally do need. Well, we don't need a new bedroom right now, but we will need a new bedroom if we get even a single more, like a single additional colonist. It might be worth trying to pair off a couple of, um, like intentionally trying to pair people off. So if we look at Jana, for example, um, Yeah, Joaquin's too young. Um, and she doesn't like Kish. Why not? Slighted and insulted. All right, well, that'll change over time. All right, Cha, you have a wife. Ruby. Yeah, barracks. I feel like for a space, like you do not have the space to give everyone their own bedroom and still have them, well, like still have them be good enough for people to like.